Hello, family and friends. Well, since our last postcard from Siedemann, we have arrived in Sanur, about an hour and a half south of Siedemann, and right now we're seated in our pretty large hotel room here in Sanur. Very comfortable, so we decided we'd make the video from here. But one thing we've learned from 3 weeks in Indonesia is just how big this country is. It's approximately 17,000 islands, 6,000 of them are inhabited. The population is the fourth largest in the world at 280 million people, just behind India, China, and the US. It is a big country.
I honestly had no idea before coming here.
Yeah, no.
So Sanur, where we are, is a relaxed town on Bali's southeast coast, known for its long promenade, calm waters, and laid-back atmosphere. It was actually one of the first places in Bali developed for tourism back in the 1960s and 70s. But somehow it still feels very peaceful and village-like here.
It actually really does, yeah, unlike Ubud.
Yeah, so this area is especially very popular with families, retirees, and people looking for a slower pace of life, which honestly suit us perfectly right now.
Yeah, and a lot of Australians. It's only about a 3-hour flight from Australia, so you'll see lots of Australians here.
Yep.
But that's fine because we speak the same language. But at this point in our travels, we're completely happy with slowing down and doing very little. We've been on the roads since leaving our home base in Texas last December. And this week has felt like a chance to recharge a little bit because we've been gone for a long time. But as I mentioned, we're staying at a very nice hotel on the main street here in Sanur, within walking distance to the beach. We don't go to the beach a lot anymore because we've had a lot of beach time
we saw
past
beautiful
4 months.
beaches in the Philippines.
Yeah. But the streets here are clean, very walkable.
Very.
Unlike other countries where you're dodging motorbikes, motorcycles on the sidewalks, don't have that here. And also in other parts of Bali, it's very hard to walk around. But this is a perfect walkable city, and the traffic seems surprisingly very minor.
Manageable.
Very manageable.
So one thing we really enjoy being here is the variety of international restaurants.
Yes.
Within walking distance of our hotel, honestly, there are French, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Mediterranean restaurants. There's a place called Santorini, a Greek restaurant. So pretty much everything you could want is like right here.
Yeah, literally. So most mornings we wake up when we want to. It's usually about 6, but we just kind of wake up because we don't go to bed too late. We have a leisurely breakfast, and honestly, we plan nothing for the day, and we are perfectly okay with that. And that's typical for us when we get toward the wind down and coming back to the U.S. But at this point, we have experienced already a lot that Bali has to offer, probably in a deeper way than many visitors who spend their entire trip just rushing around trying to check off every famous site. We don't feel the need to do that.
Right. So far, we've experienced the culture and spiritual side of Bali with places like the Sakit Temple, Lempuyang Temple, and Tirta Gangga,
which we talked about before.
Royal Palace. So the scenic countryside around Siedemann,
beautiful,
Sabatan Village, and Lanhagen Suite, the beautiful viewpoint, the local village life, rice harvesting. We saw the really classic Bali atmosphere in Ubud. So now the slower coastal life here in Sanur is perfectly for us.
Yeah. Perfect. We're slowing down. We're not tourists. We're just living our life here.
Yeah. So a lot of visitors spend half of their Bali vacation sitting in traffic, trying to squeeze in one more famous destination. But Bali roads can really wear you down. Right now, we're loving the slower rhythm here. Long walks on the beach, promenade, good meals, relaxing evenings, and simply enjoy where we are.
Speaking of good meals and all the international restaurants, we had a fun meal last night. You want to talk about that? With Shantika?
Yeah, so we met a young lady
Who works here in the
who works
hotel.
in the hotel. She books the excursions and day trips. We kind of started talking to her and really like her. She's a very sweet young lady.
Speaks good English.
Yeah, and then so we invited her out to dinner.
And where'd we go?
We went to Massimo, an Italian restaurant.
It was started by an Italian
Yeah,
from
Italian
Italy
chef,
30
yeah.
years ago, and he lives here now.
And the food, oh my goodness, was so good. Scott had lasagna. I had
Too much lasagna.
squid ink pasta with shrimp and squid.
Shantika had lasagna
She
too.
also, yeah, and then
Yeah.
we had tiramisu.
Yep.
Anyway, the whole meal was
It's really good.
truly delicious.
Okay, so the next topic, and don't judge us, but we've really enjoyed going to the brand new mall here in Sanur.
Yeah.
I know that's crazy. We're supposed to be seeing all the nice sights, but
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of the sights. And
Right.
Actually, it's the biggest mall on the island, and we've been seeing movies, which honestly feels like such a treat for us after months of traveling. One thing that we love seeing movies back in the U.S. It's just kind of our thing. And one thing that we have kind of a lack of here of traveling is movies at all available. There's no movie houses, theaters, and but if there are theaters, they're not in English. Movies aren't in English.
Right.
And even on TV,
Yeah.
TV, there's not in English. So we pretty much we do a lot of reading because that's all we have to do, which is fine. We should read more. But anyway, they had a brand new theater here that is comparable to anything we have in America.
Yep.
And we have already seen 3 movies this week in English. They have Indonesian subtitles, but don't care about that. So we've seen the Devil Wears Prada
Yeah.
2,
Very cute
Project
movie.
Hail Mary,
Good movie. Yeah.
and In the Gray.
That's another good movie.
And so we have 2 more movies here scheduled, and we're excited about that. But anyway, as I said, it's just something we miss, and that kind of brings us back to the U.S. when we can go see a movie.
Yeah, so sometimes the best part of long-term travel is realizing that you don't always need to keep moving, don't need to constantly see more, one more, famous site. And for us, sometimes we've already done enough, so we can just simply enjoy where we are.
Which we're doing right here. This is the perfect way to kind of wind down our time here in Sanur. But next week, we're going to kick things up a notch again.
Yep.
We're heading to the island of Flores, which is further east, for 7 nights, which is the typical launching point to visit Komodo Island, where you can see Komodo dragons. And I am so excited about that. That was high on my list when we put Indonesia on our list of places to visit this time. But the dragons are the world's largest living lizards. They can be up to 10 feet long and 150 pounds, and they can be very aggressive. Requirement is that any visitors have to be accompanied by a national park ranger on Komodo Island because they're trained in the behaviors of the dragons, and they also carry equipment to essentially fend off the dragons if they get too close to you. And so anyway, our next postcard may or may not be coming to you from Flores Island. It depends upon whether we get eaten by a Komodo dragon, but I hope that doesn't happen. But until then,
we'll keep following the sun.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.